Hi again, it's Robin from Humane Yoga, and today's practice is all about your hips. So part one of a 2-series hip opening sequence, and we call this the hip mandala. It's a slow practice and will really help you just to lengthen through the connective tissues and open up through those hips in all parts. So today's focus is going to be really on opening through the groin and into your hip flexors, and also into the hamstrings. So to begin with, we're going to start on our backs again, just to reset the spine into neutral. So bring yourself down and just take a breath in, feeling nice and heavy through the body, allowing yourself just this moment to let go of anything that was happening before you arrived on your mat, and anything that's happening afterwards. And just find your breath here, inhaling deeply, feeling the breath traveling down into the chest and belly, expanding, and then contracting, feeling the belly drop down, lungs deflating, warm air traveling through the nose. And as you inhale again, allow yourself to begin to scan through your body, starting at the top of the head and working all the way down to the toes. Noticing areas of tension and areas of softness. And just keeping that breath going, nice long deep breaths, fully expanding into the belly, into the chest. And now as you finish your scan, bring your awareness to your mind's eye, that space between your eyebrows. Allow yourself to set a focus point for the practice. It can be something you've identified in the scan. It could be the reason that you came onto your mat tonight, or something else entirely. So setting the focus and taking another breath in. And then gently opening eyes, plugging the knees into the chest, rolling to the side, and coming up gracefully. Okay, our first pose today is going to be for the groin. So there's 3 different options in this pose. First one is what we call the butterfly stretch. So you move your feet a little bit away from you, and you then have a nice diamond shape. So you can stay here, and you want to just either grab the hands around the feet, underneath the legs, or you could just be upright here with a blanket or bolster to lean on. So mine's a very big bolster, so I'm just going to go straight over the top and just curl down. So that's the first option. Come with me to the second option. So we move into what we call a wide-legged squat. So this might be more effective for your body. So you can come in and gently put the hands in prayer position and opening the legs. And then trying to keep a flat back because that'll activate the groin muscles more. And then you can close your eyes and just be here. The third option is what we call the dragonfly pose, which is extending the legs out and just leaning forward with the arms. In this case, sometimes it's easier just to use a couple of blocks or books to bring the elbows down and then stretch out. So picking your favorite stretch, the most effective one, not the one that looks the best. So you're either here, here, or here. So once you're in your stretch, allow yourself just to relax the legs, taking a breath in and releasing up through the crown of the head, and then exhaling down. And with all the practice, we want to try and be comfortable in our discomfort of the pose, which means we're stretching a little, but we have no pain. Allowing yourself just to open into these connective tissues, ligaments and joints, where we can store emotions or feelings, and just letting them come out as you exhale out through the mouth. Let the mind be still and just work through the breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let the body slowly start to melt into the pose. And as you get into this a little bit more, you'll start to notice the body will start to open a little bit, so just make adjustments. Maybe you come down a little deeper, maybe you back off a little bit, just check in. And if you've lost your way and have started letting the thoughts back in, just bring your attention back to the breath and inhale, lift up through the crown, and exhale, let yourself fold a little bit more. Okay, nice big inhale. Slowly bring yourself up, rolling up one vertebrae at a time till you come up to seated. If you're in the dragonfly, you want to place your hands underneath your knees and gently pull the legs back up. Then placing the knees towards the sky and the feet flat on the floor, you're just going to gently drop your knees from side to side. You just want to make a little bit of loosening through the legs. You can do this as long as you want to, but for this video, we're just going to do 3 or 4 rounds. And then come back to center and bring yourself into a resting position. So resting position can be on your side, on your back, or your belly. And in this one, I like to be on my side. And in this position, you're just allowing yourself to rebound from the stretch. So being comfortable, using the breath to exhale, and just be still. And now take an inhale and slowly push yourself up, and we'll move into the next pose. The next pose is called the dragon. Okay, so a couple of options with the dragon. So actually basically a lunge pose. So you want to have your pillow, bolster, blanket next to you. And you bring yourself into a low lunge. So you start with the right leg forward. Now the basic positioning is just to be in this position. The next one is just to bring some props underneath your legs because we are going to be here for a couple of minutes, so you want to be comfortable. You can have your back toe tucked if that's comfortable for your foot, or you can bring it flat. You just start up in this high position. Hands can be on the leg or they can be down to the side. Wherever you are, you just want to feel yourself lifting up through the crown of the head into the spine, and either gaze upwards or just gently close the eyes and go inward and breathe into the stretch, the hip flexor stretch through the left side. And just breathing here. And then on the next exhale, you want to come and bring your hands down on either side, so you're going more into a low lunge. Some people prefer to have blocks here, just to be a bit more comfortable, depending on your arms and how they go over your legs. So you can bring your head down, you can have your hands on the blocks, or you can just bring your fingertips down. And this will change the position of the stretch. So it will move more into this right leg and into the left groin. And you're just resting here and breathing. Again, the 80% capacity of the stretch is what you're looking for. You don't want to overstretch this area. A lot of injuries happen because we go too hard, too fast. So really allow yourself to drop in and really listen to what the body says and honor what it's telling you. And just find the breath again, gently closing the eyes. Allow yourself 2 deep breaths here. And exhaling out through the mouth on the next breath. And then we'll slowly change positions again. So you can be with the foot, the hands inside the foot, and then rolling onto the outside, which will really open up the groin. Or you can come into what we call the dragon split, which is gently moving the legs forward. And this will really open up through the back leg. So just picking what feels good for you today. Hands are next to you again, and you can look up if you want. Feel some extension through the crown of the head, pushing the hands down and just breathing, or just closing the eyes again, keeping the neck neutral, nice long spine. And again, breathing in, I am comfortable in my discomfort of the pose, and exhaling through the mouth. Okay, now very slowly starting to bring your leg back over. And we'll just quickly do a downward dog stretch or a happy puppy, depending on how you're feeling. You can come into your hands and knees, happy puppy, keeping the knees bent or bringing it up and just walking it out. Really good for your body to do a bit of movement after quite a deep stretch like that. And then staying here, and then gently just take it down for 1 breath into child's pose. Deep breath in. And then slowly rise up, and we'll do the other side. So I'll shift around so you can see me. Okay, and then on hands and knees, bringing your left leg forward this time, grabbing whatever props you need underneath the hips. Getting comfortable, tucking the back foot or the front while you're in your dragon. And then just allowing yourself to settle. Make sure you feel comfortable with the props. It's important that you don't feel like they're too low. You want to make sure you're piled high with the props so that they sit right under the groin muscles. And while you're here, again, just find a place for the hands. Gently close the eyes, lifting up through the crown of the head, dropping the shoulders. And breathing in and exhaling through the mouth, letting go of anything that's coming up, any feelings or emotions, any memories you wish to let go of. Real expanding into the chest, into the belly. and then exhale through the mouth. Okay, and on your next exhale, you want to lean forward into your low lunge. So again, if you need the blocks or the books, you want to bring them next to the hands or just stay here. And drop the head down, stretch out the back of the neck. Gently breathe and just let it release here. And now take one more deep inhale. And this time you're going to exhale out through the mouth. And slowly picking your option for this side. So again, option 1, hands inside the leg and gently rolling on the edge of the foot if that feels comfortable. Staying here. Or second option, into a dragon split. Extend the front leg out. One side's always going to be a little bit more uncomfortable than the other. That's just the way our anatomy is. So you're here and then you're allowing yourself just to be leaning completely on the props. This leg can be straight or bent, it doesn't matter. And then bringing yourself up through the spine, looking up or bringing the head to neutral and going inside, focusing on that space between your eyebrows. And again, just find the breath, trying to let go of any of the muscles that are feeling tense and you're holding on to in this pose. Okay, now very gently releasing. Swing the leg over the props, move them to the side, and then coming up into your happy puppy or downward dog. And just walk it out, pushing back into the hands, really stretching the body in the opposite directions. And then slowly bring it down when you're ready into your child's pose, where we'll take our rebound in the child's pose. So for you, if you may be more comfortable to bring something underneath the forehead, so you can be here or just resting the head down. Allow yourself to be the observer in this position, observing the physical sensations in the body, any feelings or any memories or thoughts coming up after the stretch, and just exhale them out, let them go. Okay, take a nice breath in and gently bring yourself back up. And we have one last set of poses for today in this practice. They're called the butterfly poses. So you want to bring your right leg out and your left leg in. So options here are to bring the left foot into the thigh, or you can swing the leg behind you or bring it over the top. So for me, I find it more comfortable to have my leg over the top. So I'm going to be in this position. So again, foot into the thigh, swing it behind, or leg over the top. And then using whatever props you need. Sometimes you need a block underneath the head or a bolster. For me, having my knee here is enough, so I'm just going to bring myself down. And you'll see a nice stretch all the way through the back of the leg, up through the spine on the right side, and as my head comes down, I feel it in my neck. No need to go up the toes in this position. We just want to open up the back side of the body on the right side. So just breathing here. And allow yourself just to rest completely. And continue to use the breath. As you inhale, you feel the back of the body rising up. And as you exhale, you let yourself fold a little more, just readjusting in the pose. Nice big inhale here. Tuck your chin in and roll yourself up slowly. Keep the eyes closed if you wish. Let yourself resettle. This is a very relaxing pose. So slowly make your way to extend both the legs out. Just shake it out. Maybe move the shoulders. And then we'll do the other side. So just remembering the setup. So first option, right foot into the left thigh. Swinging it around the back. Or crossing it over. And again, I like it crossed over on this side too, so I'm going to stay here. Now you just grab whatever props you need, whichever position you're in, and then you fold yourself down. And notice how it feels on this side. So for me, I want to have a blanket. My left leg's a little shorter than my right, so I'm going to come here and get a little bit more height. And I just rest here in my position. And again, let yourself fold. Be comfortable. Nothing else needs to happen. You're just breathing and releasing through the back side of the body. And just take a breath in, lift up through the back side of the body. And then exhale, just fold a little further, relaxing completely. Make some adjustments as you need to, as the body starts to loosen up. And taking a nice big inhale, lifting up through the crown, and then exhale, fold down, and then tucking your chin in and starting to roll up, keeping the eyes closed. Take a breath as you come upright. Slowly open the eyes, remove the props, and you're going to go straight into our Shavasana. And today I'm going to leave you in Shavasana. So as you come down, come onto your back, onto the side or onto the belly. And you can just stay here for as long as you like. This last stretch is very comfortable and very relaxing. So you may want to stay here for up to 10 minutes or more. Just let yourself decide and honor what the body says. And I'll see you again for the next round of our hip opening sequences.